What up, everybody? This is Enzo Rides coming back to you with another video. Hopefully I can record a little better than I did last time, because I know we had a lot of things clipped out on my other Lowrider S video with my boy Wavy right here. Today we're gonna install some risers on his bad boy. We're gonna take these stock ones off. We're gonna replace them with some 10-inch Bun Kings. He has the full kit to go with it. So we're gonna do the Bun King 10-inch risers right here. He has the good and tight bushings. We'll probably use the stock hardware on the bottom again. He also has the wire connectors to extend all the wiring right under the tank. We're gonna go ahead and do that. We're gonna use the stock clutch cable for now, just because when we last time when I tried to switch out the clutch cable, it was kind of a pain because we got to take out the whole exhaust, drop the mid control, crack open the tranny side, drain the fluid, crack it open, and then do all the adjusting. And that's kind of like real headache. We're gonna wait until he gets a new exhaust, just because I don't want to scratch or like mess up anything that he has going on right now. So once that comes in, we'll go ahead and tackle that job. On the other Lowrider S that I did, we went ahead and slid by with the stock clutch cable. We're just gonna have to reroute it. We're gonna take it out from the middle of the triple tree, and we're just gonna let it run on the side. With the 10-inch risers and the stock bars, we were able to get away with it on my other buddy's bike, so I don't expect any differences with this bike, so it should be pretty good. When I get started, I'll have my buddy hold the camera, and we'll go ahead and just kind of show you more or less what we're doing. All right, let's get started. All right, so just like last time, we got the Speed Kings good and tight bushings that we're gonna replace with the stock ones. These are just gonna help with handlebar flex at that tall height right there, and also gonna dampen the vibration that comes from Harley vibrations. I'm gonna go ahead and install this clutch lever too as well. You know what I'm saying? The homie didn't do that, so we're gonna do that while we have it all apart. These are the Murdock risers that we're putting on, straight 10s, no pullback on this one. This is also the Speed King cycle kit that comes for the Lowrider S when extending your risers. We have all the cable connectors right there. If you take a good look on the inside too, we also have the brake line. You can see the banjo connector comes disconnected, also along with that 90-degree angle. I don't know what they call that, but the little nipple that goes into the, I guess the brake block that connects to the dual caliper. We're gonna go ahead and install that too. This is the clutch cable that comes. We're not gonna install this today, but we'll go over it and why I'm not installing it again later. All right, everybody. First thing we're gonna start with, we're gonna pop the top on the master cylinder, and then we're gonna drain the brake fluid. So, you wanna come over here with me? So I just got like a fat Phillips right there. First things first. And when you're doing this, you want to be very careful. Yeah, keep your legs between that, just because this brake fluid that's gonna come out is very corrosive and it damages paint pretty fucking easy. So this is what I had this bad boy for right here. And again, I'm not a professional mechanic. This is just like a hobby. So if I'm doing this incorrectly, you can let me know. This is, like I said, just my hobby. So, might not be perfect, but it works for me. Crack that. As you can see, we got all the fluid right there. Next, I'm going to take this Mighty back. This is a little cheap one right here from Harbor Freight. You just put it in, connect it to your little bottle right here, and you can suck out the brake fluid. So we're gonna take a break. I'm gonna do that, and then I'll show you guys what we're gonna do after. All right, so we use the Mighty Vac to go ahead and suck out all the fluid right here. Put it in right here, pump it. Easy money, watch, check it out. No more fluid. So now that's good to go. We can disconnect the banjo bolt right here at the brake line. There's still gonna be some fluid inside, so just make sure you're careful when you're taking it off, so you don't get no paint corrosion or anything like that. But whatever's in there is in there. You're not gonna get nothing crazy like that. So when we take it off, you'll see how it goes right now. So, for sure. All right, here we got the Speed King cycle brake line kit. As I said before in the last video, it comes separated, so you can see the little banjo connection comes off, and so does the little nipple right here that goes into the block under here. And we're just gonna throw this together. So we'll take one side. We'll do that up. I made the mistake last time of not torquing it down correctly with my other buddy's bike, and so even when we hooked it up and then we put the fluid back in there, it was having a little bit of drip, a little bit of leakage. So I just went ahead and tightened it, fixed it right up. we're not gonna make that mistake twice. So as you can see, it's a little extended. This part's gonna go right here. And then if you come underneath this block right here, this little banjo bolt right here is gonna come right into there, and it's gonna be money right there. So I'll show you when we do that too. All right. I'll go sideways, Papa. Turn this side. As you can see, I'm using the 14 milli right here to take it out. But okay, so I'm actually gonna tighten that back up because we're hitting the handlebars already. So I'm gonna tighten this up, and then I'll take off this whole brake line to move it out of the way from myself. So, and I want to tighten it back up so no fluid falls out on my watch player. So to do that, have the little little Torx bit. We're gonna come over here behind, and we're just gonna undo this brake right there. And you know, it's pretty easy to go hand tight. I gotta see what's up because my boy did put the helmet lock right here. All right, guys, there's a stock cable, as you can see. Here's the new one we got. Let me zoom out real quick. Boom. You can see how much longer this one is. So I did figure out on this end, the way that little nipple's gonna go, it's gonna be this little weird flat side out, other side in. So we're gonna put this side in and leave this side out. Easy money. Cool. All right, guys, so I hooked this part up. Boom. I did it by hand right now. We're gonna tighten it after. Put it to that block right there. And then just make sure to go ahead and wipe it down. A little excess brake fluid. Well, you don't want that to get on your fender or nothing. And then as you can see, follow it up right here. Boom. So we're gonna hook this up now. You're good, you could come to this side. We're gonna use the original bolt, it's not a big deal. This side, washer on both. There should be a copper washer on both sides. Then we're gonna come over here, and I have this just hand tight. Damn, I fell out again. Oh, that's why it keeps falling out. So mind you, you are gonna have to loosen this piece to be able to freely move the way you need to. So I think I'm gonna have to pull it almost all the way out right here. There we go. Put this brake line in right here. Boom. And your banjo bolt, guys, is gonna go ahead and just be a 14 milli. So yeah, you got that. Move it down just a little bit. Perfect. Move down a little more. Make sure this is in. Perfect. Having a little trouble, but you know.
Like he said, he's not professional.
Yeah, this happens. All right, so you know what? We're just gonna make it easier. We're gonna pull the whole thing off. I got this. Catch that. Got it? Boom. So I'll just pull the whole mechanism off. Bam, we'll put the 14 in right there. Start threading it back in, baby. Cool. Hold this, please, sir. Come down here. Grab my 14 milli. Damn. So now, and again, I'm okay right here because there's no brake fluid coming out. So take the 14 milli, tighten that bad boy on up. You want to make sure everything seats just right because there you go. So we're getting tighter now. Boom. All right, so pretty much there it is, guys. Brake line installed. I'll show you the next step right now. All right, so first things first, we got to reroute this clutch cable. So what I did was I removed the mirror. I took out the top pin. Underneath it was a C-clip. I took that off first. So C-clip, boom, the pin comes out. Take off the mirror, and now you're free. So to get this clutch cable out with this lever, because we're going to be changing my boy's lever too, we want to come down here, and we're going to want to, you know, take this off. You want to hold this real quick, bro? Just right there. So we're going to come down here. Be careful when you take this off, because it goes with the vent chains sometimes. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put the towel right here. Boom, it's off. Caught it with the towel. Easy money. Then this bad boy slides up right here. Now you got access to the clutch cable. And give me a second. I usually use some pliers or something. You come right here and push out, and now all your slack is on the clutch cable. Clutch cable's free now. Now that's pretty easy, but I still thought I'd show you guys. So if we come back up here now we got free play on the clutch cable. See that? So now I'm able to pull it out and forward, and then the whole clutch mechanism comes out. Easy money, just like that. So then once that's out, to get the clutch cable out, this is like a safety hold. Boom, this slides out, clutch cable's out. Now we'll put the new lever. All right, everybody, so I already showed you how to do the clutch cable. Once it's all apart, you do the same thing in reverse. It's pretty self-explanatory. I really don't probably have to go over that. I mean, shoot a comment, you know what I'm saying? If you really need that, I got you. And then, so now we're gonna come over to the risers, so we're good. We're gonna be taking off the bolts under the triple tree. It's gonna be a 19 milli. So you just come over here. And remember, when doing this, you always want to get more Loctite, because it comes stock with some Loctite. You can see the little blue stuff. All right, guys. So we're at this part now. We're gonna do the wire extenders for the risers. So what you want to do first is you want to go ahead and take off the gas tank bolt right here. Allen key on the other side. You just hold it. Take the big old screw and bolt out. Lift up the gas tank. We put a little block under here to raise the gas tank. Once the gas tank is up, you see that rubber plug on the side right here? It looks like this. Boom. Pull that out and just try to get it loose, and you're gonna have your little rat's nest of wires right here. So that's a cute little heart. I don't know who did that, but it's cute. Way to go, Harley. So let's see. So these connectors are color coded. They're gonna be the exact same as the ones you're pulling off. Not only that, I think the only ones that are kind of shaped the same and that are the same color are the turn signals. So these are the only ones that are gonna be the same. These are kind of self-explanatory. What you wanna do is just unclip them. I think it's just a squeeze clip. Pull one out, put it in, and then put the other side of the wire in. Self-explanatory, very easy. I don't think I have to show you guys, because you guys can do it. Remember this little loose one right here that's not plugged into anything? These are for your hand warmers when you buy them aftermarket, so you don't have to wire them to the battery or anything like that. Harley went ahead and just installed that clip right there for you guys. So don't be worried if you plug everything in and you're like, oh man, what happened with this loose one right here? This is just for hand warmers. You don't even got a trip on it. So all right, guys. All right, so now we're gonna take off the top clamp. So like I showed you, the wires, pretty self-explanatory. Once you got them all hooked up, you don't need them anymore. So I just threw them back in there. It's all said and done. So now we're gonna come up here. We're gonna take off this top clamp to go ahead and drop the handlebars. And that is going to just be a 1/4 inch Allen drive. See how we're loosening it up. And then this is the part where you want to get something to cover your gas tank, because this work is sketch, you know what I'm saying? So we are going to get couple shirts just to set the bars on. I mean, you could use a blanket or whatever. I mean, that's what I got right now, so what it is. Mind you, you know, when you start loosening it up, handlebars are gonna fall one way or the other, so just be prepared. You don't want to get no dings on your gas tank like, oh, why ain't that fool on the video? Tell me that.
We're not responsible for any damages done while you're working on your own bike.
No, sir. I be damaging my own stuff enough. Take that out by hand, you know what I'm saying? Boom. Okay, the third one for sure is gonna fall. All right, fourth one for sure. Going mano. Boom. All right, this one for sure is gonna fall. If it don't fall, man, that's some good bars, bro. There we go, going down slowly. And remember, your wires are already extended, so you can pull that slack through the triple tree. All right, so get prepared. Wavy with your left hand, grab the bars. They're gonna fall right now. So. Boom, top clamp off. Boom. And we're just gonna let them rest right there. Money, everything's good to go. Your brake, everything's good. See, the wires are rising up now from all the extensions. And then, you know, you can choose to, you know, what you want to do to clean it up. I'll probably zip tie this. Yeah, I mean, I don't have any zip ties, but we'll probably end up zip tying this. You can also get like shrink, rubber shrink, wrap it around, you know, just for peace of mind at the bottom too, because if you look right here, you're gonna have all these ugly connectors. There's no way to get rid of these. These are just the other side of the extension, so I mean, it is what it is. You can probably come up with some crafty stuff, you know what I'm saying? All right, so now that the bars are chilling, we're gonna go ahead and remove the risers now. And for the risers, the bolts on the bottom is gonna be 19 milli. And remember, everything I'm doing is just in reverse. I mean, you'll just do in reverse. I'll try to record as much as I can, but the sun's kind of going down now, so we're trying to just crank this out. You got work tomorrow?
2 a.m.
Damn. All right. Oh. Yeah, go ahead. All right, so now we're back. We got the bushings right here. Took off the risers, pretty much 19 milli. Take it off, self-explanatory. Risers come out. So you're gonna see these bushings here. Some people be like, "Oh my God, I don't know how to press them out. I need something crazy." Just get a screwdriver right here, buddy.
Screwdriver.
And then, you know, I mean, I don't have a hammer, so again, we backyard pimping. One riser out. I mean, riser bushing. Came right out the bottom, player.
Easy as 1, 2, 3.
Know what I'm saying? And then you got skills like that, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I mean. Now we're gonna go ahead and do the reverse to install. So all right, so right here we got the Speed Kings good and tight bushings. Shout out to Speed Kings. Great customer service over there. Dylan always coming through on everything.
Shout out to Dylan.
We doing my boy Wavy's bike, and we got everything we need with one stop. I mean, it doesn't get any better than that. So what I wanted to show you guys, I mean, this is pretty self-explanatory too. What we're gonna do is the opposite with the riser. We're just gonna put the bushings in, riser in. We're gonna bolt it up. These have to be kind of pressed in, I guess, a little bit. But the way I do it is I just push one in. You could do the bottom actually if you want. If it's a little easier for you, do the full bottom right here. Press it in. Okay, so that one's actually gonna be hard. So we'll do the top. Press it in best you can by hand. Put the other one in, put the bolt, and then while you're kind of bolting up the riser, the pressure from bolting it up is just gonna press the bushing in itself. and that's it. So I'm not gonna record this part because, like I said, put it in, bolt it up, self-explanatory. I'll show you the finished product. Thanks for watching. So on my last video with the Lowrider S, we went with the Speed King's Aniston 10-inch risers with the pullback. Today we're gonna be going with the Biltwell Murdock risers, straight 10 inches. But we did cop these from Speed King, so you know, shout out to Speed Kings. Doesn't matter what part we get, it's always from them, baby. You know what I'm saying? At least so far. So let's see. So nothing special. You just get the 10-inch riser. Clamps already attached. Bolts come in it. And you also get some new bolts at the bottom. So there we go. Let's get it. All right, so like I showed you, we put the risers in. Riser bolts, and the bushings just kind of compress themselves. And this is it. We got it all set up. I already unclipped. After I clipped all the wires together, I realized that with these risers, since they come together, you have to run them right through the middle. They're not like the Aniston where they're separated, and then you can just have the top clamp when you're ready. It's not like that. So I just unclipped them all again, and then, you know, just ran them through. And then we'll make them look pretty later on and stuff like that. So then I'm just gonna go ahead and clip them back. But this is what it's looking like so far. Let me zoom out a little bit.
Sexy.
Be sexy. Right there. This is it. It's looking clean. These are the straights, so these have no pullback. He rotated the bars as comfortable as he was. I'll give you guys the finished product after it's like completely done, all right? Here we go, guys. Finished product. Check it out. Biltwell. 10-inch Murdock wire risers, no pullback, just straight up. It is looking crispy. Go ahead and get on that real quick, Wavy. Let's give the people what they want, though. Damn, son. Go ahead and turn it on real quick. You don't have to start it, but. Woo! Oh yeah, you gonna look cool rolling. Now you got some shit that actually fits you. Yeah. All right. Yup, that's the setup right there. Looks good. Feels good. Yeah. Yup. Check them out, everybody. Fresh boy. That's the finished product right there. I feel like it went more HD on me when I zoom back in. Yup. Looks good. All right. If you like this or it helped you out in any way, go ahead and like it, comment, subscribe to the page. We're going to be doing a lot of Harley stuff. Backyard Harley shenanigans. All right, y'all.